There's supposed to be an exhaust tip in here somewhere. Look at that. It's rammed full of dirt. Hello and welcome back to Serious About Salvage and another video on the channel. So today, a new car day. So excited. Never been as excited. Well, yeah, I've been more excited. I've had a child. Anyway, in terms of getting a car, I've never been more excited for a new car arriving on the channel. So, now I'm going to go out on a limb and I'm going to say Merry Christmas. I hope you're enjoying your day. Because even though today is still the last day of November for me, if everything's gone to plan, this video that you're watching right now will be out on Christmas Day. And if you're seeing it on Christmas Day, what it means is this car is back together and you've now got a whole series of videos to watch over the Christmas break on this RS5. So, yeah, Merry Christmas. And if I'm totally wrong and everything's been a disaster and you've seen this earlier, then I look like an idiot, don't I? But anyway, Merry Christmas. Audi RS5 4.2 V8. I can't believe I've got this car, and I think a great price. So I'm going to spin round and we're going to have a look at it. But as always, especially to keep up with this build, smash that subscribe button, hit that like button, because like I said, hopefully the whole series of this car through the Christmas break for you guys to watch whilst you're on holiday, enjoying your time with your family. Let's spin round and have a look what I've got. Oh my, I still can't believe I've got this car. 2014 Audi RS5. So yeah, the 4.2 V8, 450 brake horse, Quattro, S-tronic. What a beauty. And she isn't that badly damaged. You know, literally what you see on the front is all there is. There's a tiny bit on the back I will show you, and there is a bit to the bonnet unfortunately. Got a bit of a bang there. And yeah, the crash bar has taken a decent whack, but as far as I can tell so far, the chassis leg is fine. Because these Audis, they have a little extension piece that runs between the crash bar and the actual chassis leg. I don't know what you can see down there, if anything. I'll just grab a torch. But yeah, basically a little extension piece are aluminium as well, so they crumple up and stop any potential shock continuing down and bending the chassis leg. So fingers crossed, we're going to be alright on that department. Look down there, you can just about see the end of the chassis leg. And it looks perfectly fine to me, but we're going to get it stripped down anyway and check. So yeah, front, obviously we've got a completely dead rad pack. That bottom radiator you can see is the oil cooler, and as you can see on the floor, it has been leaking oil. Now this was listed as a non-runner, this engine, this car, so you know I've taken a massive risk with this. If we find that this engine doesn't run, yeah, we're going to have a problem. But from the pictures, I kept looking at it and I couldn't see how it could have damaged the engine, but we're going to have a look underneath it. But let's carry on going around it. Unfortunately, we have got a bit of damage to this wing. It is a bit bent, but it's not been pushed back. And these are nigh on impossible to find parts for, so we're probably going to try to repair that wing. Now luckily the other side isn't as bad, although it is a little bit misshaped at the bottom. So again, we're going to have to get them repaired. The bonnet, I think this bonnet is just a normal A5 bonnet off a facelift, because it's not got a bulge for the V8. So I think that's just a normal bonnet. I need to have a look at the part number on it and compare. Now headlights. The headlights appear to be okay. Obviously we've got, excuse me, we've got broken tabs But the tabs on these headlights just bolt off. You can see it snapped off there. They're the 2 screws. You can get tab repair kits from. Now I can't feel any damage to the actual housing on the back, so I'm pretty sure these headlights are going to be okay, which again is a big you know, save on the costings. I don't think that one's moved, in all fairness. I think the wings just popped out around it. So hopefully the headlights are good. You know, we've even got good headlight back brackets, and the washer jets are still here and seem to function. You know, all them bits and pieces are going to save us a fortune, because, like, well, parts of these cars are extortionately expensive. Again, on this side, underneath this obviously bit of bumper, the headlight washer is still here. It's back there. You know, so all them bits, yeah, they're going to hopefully save us a fortune in the long run. So, yeah, front panel, rad pack, oil cooler, crash bar, extension legs, bumper, all them bits and pieces. Wheels, now it does have 3 flat tyres, and I've seen damage to one wheel. Now this one, I think, is the one that has air in it. This is the only one that's pumped up still. There is some curb into it. We'll get that refurbed. But they're nice wheels, aren't they? Another big expense on these cars are front discs, and these are brand new. There's no lip on them at all, so that's an added extra. Down the side, no damage. A nice, you know, extra flared arches on these RS5s. Beautiful car, beautiful car. This tyre I've tried pumping up, and it's got a hole on the inside tyre wall, so that tyre's knackered. Wheel's good, wheel's not marked, wheel's nice. And then around the back is fine, except for the rear diffuser's missing and the tailpipes are full of dirt. So after whatever's happened, I think it's gone down a banking backwards by the looks of it. So the rear bumper is fine. It's got just a tiny little bit of damage there. That's wants a repair and paint. And we want a diffuser for it, and hopefully the tailpipes are okay. I'll have to dig them out shortly. Go around to this side, and again, no damage as such. There's a little dent on the wing there that the dent man will get out. Again, this wheel is spotless. This tyre again is flat though, so I need to check if that'll blow up. And then back round to the front, yeah. So it's a beautiful car. Now the inside is perfectly unmarked, undamaged. No airbags have gone off. Lovely RS5 seats. It's a really nice cockpit in here. Them seats, gorgeous. Proper dual clutch S-tronic gearbox, and yeah, carbon fibre trim. Oh, she's beautiful. And 200-mile-an-hour speedo. These V8s rev to 2,000. I mean, it's 8,250. They're a proper screamer. And from what I've been led to believe from other channels and other reviews on these cars, the V8 in this isn't based on the R8 V8, because they had 414 brake horse, whereas these are 450. They're more closely related to the V10 engine, the 5-cylinder, with 2 cylinders chopped off, which is why they have a higher red line and produce more power, as far as I know. So yeah, they sound unbelievable, these cars. So what a cracker. I'm over the moon. I can't tell you how excited I am to get this thing running. Now, at some point we're going to have to try this, but unfortunately I can't try it in this video. Let's raise it up and I'll show you why. But what a car. I love it. Okay, so as you can tell now, the majority of the damage is low down. And like I said, this is an oil cooler. So with the fact that it's been leaking, and you can tell it's been leaking, and the fact that we can't see the front of the engine down there, there's no way I can risk running this car. The main reason being, they don't have a dipstick. And the only way to tell the oil level on these is to warm them up. So there's absolutely no chance, as it stands right now, I am risking trying to start this car. And I'm hoping that the salvage yard saw the same things, saw the oil and thought, we can't risk trying to start this car, and I'm hoping they didn't even try it. That's my theory. It's going to be proved right or wrong soon in the next video. But yeah, until I find that intercooler, we're dead in the water. Now I've rung Audi. Now, just for the intercooler, they want just short of £1,000. The pipe above, this metal pipe that runs round across there and then joins into a braided flexi like this behind there, they want a further £300 for. Now I don't think my pipe's leaking, but it is dented, so I do want to replace it. It needs replacing. So I've had a good look on eBay, and there were only, I think there was one or two in the UK, they both want about £450 for the intercooler, and there was a pipe that was about 200. So we're still on 650 there. And then I managed to find one with the pipe attached in Poland, which was just short of 400, I think. So I then decided to have a look and try and find one off an RS4, and I have found one, and it's quite local, and it's got the actual pipe on it with the intercooler, looks undamaged, and it's £150. So fingers crossed I'm going to get that, and then we can possibly look at getting it fit and running it. So to try to just ease my mind for the next day or two whilst I wait for this intercooler, I'm thinking, let's pull this sump plug and see how much oil's in it, because I'm just a bit worried they've ran it with no oil in and killed it, because I can't see the damage on the front has physically done much damage to the engine, I don't think. It'd be nice to pull the rad pack forward. I think the only chance of this engine being dead is if it's been ran with no oil in. So I think I'm going to pull this sump plug and I'm going to dump the oil and I'm going to see what happens. So I'll put you on a stand so you can watch. Well, if I wasn't worried before, I am now. That is for sure. There's literally no oil in it. That's it. I bet there's not even 100, 200 mil. And I'm guessing these are going to hold 6 litres, aren't they? Something like that. That's massively concerning, that. Massively concerning. We're going to have to get this up and try and have a good look behind this rad pack, because I can't see how all that oil's drained out of the intercooler unless it was running and pumping it around. Christ. I'm going to have to come back to you. Let me have a look around it, See if I can find anything and I'll come back. Right, well, we only have one option here now. We're going to have to pull this front end because I need to see the front of the engine behind that rad pack, and I need to see if there's any damage. There's nothing, no other option now. We've got to do it. So the best thing is to do, let's just get the front end ripped off, get headlights off, all front panel off, rad pack out, get the front of that engine exposed completely, and have a good look at it. Look for any damage in you know, well, anywhere. We need to figure out where this oil's gone to, how it's leaked it all. So yeah, I'm genuinely concerned now, which I wasn't, to be fair, to start with. I thought it was going to be okay, but now I don't know. I really don't know. Oh, God knows, I don't know. I'm just going to get you on a stand, and we're gonna pull it apart. I need to know. I need to know. Right, let's get on. Alright, we're making some progress getting this front end off, and one piece of good news is the chassis leg is fine, perfectly fine. All it's done is, you know, bent round and misshaped the extension, which you can bolt off straight off the end of the chassis leg, and there's nothing wrong with that chassis leg. That's perfectly fine, so that's good. Now I need to find a way of keeping the oil cooler on, obviously not this one, but when I replace it, but have the rad pack out. I was kind of hoping at this point now we could just pull the rad pack away, but it's in there jammed solid, so that's not going to work. So yeah, I'm going to have to carry on. On the face of it, there's half a chance that Air Conrad is perfectly okay. Strangely enough, can't see any damage on it right now. There probably is somewhere. That's probably gone through it, actually, in all fairness. Yeah, it's fractured there as well, yeah. So yeah, forget that. So right, yeah, I need to get this rad pack out now. The radiator is obviously knackered. It's snapped off that pipe. Yeah, I'll carry on. We need to get this rad pack out so we can see the front of that engine. Alright, we're almost there. And yeah, our first impressions, I can't see anywhere where it's leaked oil down here at the moment. This is obviously all your thermostat housing and your water pumps there. And yeah, this is obviously absolutely mangled. But that's not going to cause any internal engine damage. It's just a weird, where's all the engine oil gone? There. Just to complicate things slightly as well, the radiator seems to have a built-in gearbox cooler. This pipe and this pipe are the gearbox oil. So we're going to have to link them before we do try to run it. Because I don't really want to have to get a radiator first. So yeah, a bit of pipe and some clamps just to start it up will be fine there. Again, that's coolant pipe, so that's going to need replacing. I think what I'll do is I'll just get these extension legs off, get the rest of the front panel off, and then we're done with all that. And then we'll get it up and have a good look around where that thermostat housing is. But I cannot find anywhere where oil's come out other than that cooler. But, you know, that's all the oil that came out. That's it. So that's not good, is it? It's just to hope that then it's drained whilst it's been sat from after the crash, you know. I suppose we could try to turn it over by hand. You do put a big spline in there or something, or perhaps you need a special tool for that. Yeah, I'll get the rest of this crash bar, this front panel off. Then we can see a lot more then, have a proper look and decide what to do from there, really. Okay, fully stripped down. Now, whilst I was taking the front panel off, I decided to take out all the thermostat housing, the water pump housing, to make sure there was no damage down here, because I'm still a bit at a loss as to how it's lost all its engine oil, as there isn't any damage down here to the actual, you know, casts are out. There's nothing. No, there's nothing. So all I'm putting it down to is the fact that it's been leaking from the intercooler, and yeah, at the time it was sat at auction, it's just slowly drained away, because these, I've just checked, I think these hold 9.7 litres, so that's a lot of oil to have gone somewhere. So to have a bit of peace of mind, I have got the car in neutral, and I haven't got a tool to put on the crank, so to try and see if there's a bit of movement in the crank, I've got it on the alternator, which isn't ideal, but if you do look closely, I'll do it the other way. It does move, so I'm going to say it's not seized. I know that's not the most scientific test, but that's the best I can do right now. So the plan is still, we need to hear this thing run. I don't want to go any further until I hear it run. So what I'll do is I will get the oil cooler, so we can connect up the oil cooler to them two pipes, so we can't run it with them open. We're going to have to fit the water pump, because the water pump is driven off something in there, and obviously engine oil is going to come out of it. So we're going to have to refit the water pump, and then we're also going to have to link out the gearbox oil pipes, so I don't want oil spurting out of there. After them three things are done, we can finally try and start it, but Christ, I don't know what to think right now, in all honesty. I don't know what to think. So, yeah, I'll sort out these bits and pieces, and hopefully I'll be back very soon with another video, and hopefully it's going to run. Crikey, I'm nervous. I am nervous. So anyway, like I said, I hope you're enjoying your Christmas day. I'm still going to pretend it's still Christmas today, even though it might not be. I hope you're enjoying your Christmas day. And yeah, enjoy yourselves. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.